Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Madness. And it is madness, my friends. It is a fucking madness. What on earth do we have here? It's a rich Mitch live stream. Everyone, everybody, yeah. James, have you spoke to Jonathan? And how are you? I hope you are doing well. How is everyone? I am fantastic and still cannot figure out the fucking... I still can't figure out the fucking... What do you call it? Damn, I've missed the duck, says James. I am here now. Fear not. It's gonna be okay. So, please come in and tell us what is going on. How are you diddling? People sending me messages just when I don't fucking want them to. That's Baymax looking like a fucking leopard. Livestreams. Yes. Okay. So, please like the stream. Please comment on the stream. Please tell me what your scent of the day is. It should come as a surprise to no one to hear that I am wearing a Roadster by Cartier. Cartier. Yes. We are wearing Cartier by Roadster. What do you think about that? Let's make a goal. Moo. I'll moo, like the cat that says cow. What? What the fuck? So, Germs, welcome. How are you? So it won't let me establish a goal. Go and fucker yourself. Dushan Delis, how are you? Damn, I've missed the duck, says James. Pradeep. Often licked. No, mate, haven't heard anything from him yet. Aspect ratio's fucked, it is, yes. Boat. Jared, welcome. Dushan is wearing Quedarusi by Creed. Often licked is wearing Comme des Garçons 2-man. Fantastic. A Roadster. It's fantastic. Germs is wearing Eau de Gloire. As Pradeep pronounces it. Izuku is wearing Sun, the Flight. Nice. Happy Friday to all the homies. Blue Force, welcome. Hello, good smelling people. Cabezade perfume. Welcome. You are wearing Oud Maximus today. I used to have that. I sent it away though. I gave it to what's he called? Mo. What's he called? Well, sometimes I don't know what he's called, to be fair. Sometimes I call him Omar because apparently that's what I call him sometimes. Jared is wearing Himalaya. Pradeep is wearing Oud Surge Mood. He's wearing that fucking Oud. He's wearing that fucking Surge Oud that he's been spruiking for a while now. You know, he's been hyping the shit out of it. Hyping it to fuck. I might wear the tower incense over the coming days. It's been really weird weather here the last week or two. Very strange. Delise is wearing Invasion Bar. I nearly wore that today. I nearly wore it. Offenlicht is wearing Bois Roi de Agaloche. A pricey number. It is a pricey number as well. You only get 50ml too. It's a lot of money, friends. It's a lot of money, friends. Good evening, Omar. How are you? Please, everyone, tell us your sense of the day. Why is this fucking... Like, it won't let me set up a goal. And I hate that. I hate that shit. Let's try 5. All the colours. Yes. Nah, it's fucked. It won't let us fucking do it. I'm fucking raging. Why can't I set up a goal? I like to set up a goal. I don't know that we've ever reached the goal, actually. But I still like to set it up. You know what I mean? Why is it being that way? Let's go for 2 hours, shall we? Quack. Quack is what I will do. It's just not having it, like. Get to fuck with you, shithouse. Stupid machinery. I'm not wearing it. Might try it. In Paris is often like. Good evening, Omar. Palester, welcome. We finally have spring weather here, and that gets me bricked up, says James. Omar is wearing a Zaro perfume. Sprayed some Tower Oud yesterday, like monster truck tires. Yes, it literally smells like rubber tires, doesn't it? It's absolute shit. It's absolute shit. Tim Wilcox is wearing Ambra Supreme. I've been assembling a large piece of IKEA furniture all afternoon and I'm aching. Oh no. Oh no. Tim has been assembling a large piece of IKEA furniture. Fuck IKEA, like they should be forced to fucking assemble their own shit, you know? I can't be arsed with that shit, like. That is so fucking... That is so bad. I hate that shit so much, you know? Hi, Tim. Pat. Hi, everybody. What do we have here? Oh, I'll look through those later on. So, how is everybody doing? Is there any news in the fragrances this week? Is there anything I should know? Is there anything you should tell me? Is there anything you shouldn't be telling me? Because that's probably more interesting, to be honest. The ambergris must have been flying off your skin whilst you were working on that IKEA. Yes, I imagine it did. Ready for some mother's milk, says Pradeep. Yes, Eris have released a new perfume, which is like a rose milk thing. Rose musk, rose milk. I don't know how I'm gonna cope with that one, friends. I don't know how I'm gonna cope. Mother's Milk, is it? Terrible stuff. Fucking hell. Juan Herrera says, hello everyone. Scent of the day is MDCI Invasion Barbar. That's two for Invasion Barbar. I nearly wore Invasion Barbar myself today. I nearly wore it myself, but then I didn't. The weather's been outrageous. The weather's been fucking mental. New Amouage Oud Zuhal. I mean, that's just gonna be fucking. I mean, we know what that's gonna be. You know, we know. Flip, mute, hide live video. Oh no, I've cut you off. Come back. What's happened there? That's just a picture of an elongated duck. I quite like that, actually. I might just do that one day. I might just do a stream lying down like I used to. Fucking hell, they were difficult times, like. New Amouage Oud Zuhal. I'm not really interested in trying that. I hope it's a reference from The Boys. I don't think it is. Scent of the night is going to be Eau Sauvage. Bring out the bubbles. The bubbles are gone. The bubbles are dead and buried. The bubbles, they're just not an option anymore. Literally, you just can't do it. It's not a thing now. It's not a thing. Yeah. I can't help you there. I wish I could. But no. I sold more fragrances this past week. There are about, well, I've 2 reviews have come out this week, and then there's about another 3 or 4 that are coming out. And then I sold a bottle of Mikasa, and I didn't even review it. So I felt I didn't know it well enough to review it, you know. I felt like I didn't know enough about it to review it. So I just let it go. Jura Rose is sending me links to videos, but he doesn't include the fucking... I'll watch these later, Fliss. Fliss has sent me a couple of things too. Should have asked Fliss to come on. She would say no. She's been saying no for about 2 years now. Where are we? So much lavender in the front row. That's right. There is a shit ton of lavender, friends. There's a shit ton of lavender in the front row. And in the rows behind it too, to be fair. I'm a big lavender fan. I hope my taste doesn't change. I have been getting rid of a lot of the darker stuff, though. So, lavender seems to be the thing for me now. It's my go-to. I think you can do a lot with lavender. It can still be interesting, but that's just what I've gravitated towards. Polar Moons says, is it just me, or does Matcha Premier Encens Suave Extra smell exactly like Bois d'Argent? It's just you, mate. The Matcha Premier are shit. They're absolute shitters. They are absolute shitters. that Matcha Premier is not a good brand. Not a good brand in the slightest. RP Rentals says, Rich, do you have Moschino Pour Homme? No, I've tried it, but I don't own it. It's nice. It's nice, but I don't own it. I'll tell you what I did spray today that I thought was really nice. Bogart. Is it Bogart Signature? The 2004 release? Fantastic perfume. Tried Lavender 31. Didn't like it, says Bozok. Instant scrubber. That's interesting. I wonder why you felt you had to... scrub it off. Make it go away. You know? That's interesting. I've only worn it once so far. It's even got my name on, look. Rich Mitch. I bought it 6 weeks ago, on the 2nd of the 2nd. I don't need dates on my bottles to know when I bought them. You know? Shit, that, like. Don't need that at all. Fuck. Duck's gonna ask which version of Bois d'Argent you mean. I should have, yes, but I didn't. I wish I had, but I didn't, unfortunately. The Freaky Winders, it's Jock. How's Jock? It's good to hear that sexy northern accent. That's me. How are you doing? I hope you are staying safe. Your part of the world is dangerous at the minute, mate. Not Glasgow. Although that's always dangerous. Dallas is asking fucking questions which are fucking putting him on thin ice. How is Jock? I got a 2017 200ml Coromandel bottle for €250 shipped. Nice. That's outrageous. Are you sure it's not a 2025? From our Italian friend, yes, can't believe it's a great, great deal. Who's this Italian fucker? I must know him. I want to know. Who is this person? I bought a bottle of Montfresh from Deepest Italy recently. Where the fuck have I put it? It must be somewhere because I wear that shit all the time. Oh no, it's not in the back, is it? Fuck! There it is. It is absolutely in the back. There, I bought a backup bottle. And look, as you can see, it says, I don't know if you can see, edition 2. So I actually got another edition 2. And it was €90. So I won't have to deal with reformulation. If there indeed has been a reformulation. Yeah, little matcha premieres are offensive. Yeah, they're terrible. Like, they're just fucking rotten. Can't believe it's a great deal. Bogart for men. I think it is that Mountain Doggy. I think it is that one. I would like another bottle of that because my bottle's pretty wrecked, and I've only got about fucking 40ml, 30ml left. Can't wait for the Labo review and sale in 2027. I wouldn't have thought so. Not that one. Not this one. This is a lovely, lovely perfume. That is lovely. I'm not a big fan of the rest of the brand, I'm not going to lie. I think the rest of them are a bit flat, a bit crap. I'm good, bro. Excellent. You are safe? I hope so. Why won't it let me? It won't let me do fucking anything as far as starting a super chat goal. Let me put woof. All the colours. Whoop. Excuse me. I wonder if I can send myself a super chat. The button's there, but I don't know. We'll just have to go without a goal. I'll tell the kids there'll be no super chats. Rich's Modern Paco Rabanne Pour On worth purchasing. Not the latest version. I've smelled it. It's not good. Up until about 10 years ago, Paco Rabanne Pour On was brilliant still. It was fantastic. It was creamy. It was smooth. It was really good. I had a 2014 bottle, 2013 bottle, and I loved it. And then they reformulated it and stuck amber woods in, and now it's an absolute shit. I like. Thoughts on Ensalade? No, I'm not a fan of Marc Antoine Barrois. I'm not a big fan of modern perfumes, to be honest. Very scarce is a modern perfume that I like. You know, I smelled Wild Vetiver by Creed the other day. I was amused, but not surprised at the lack of vetiver and the fact that it had something a bit rosy in there, and the fact that it then turned into an amberwood perfume, but not so much amberwood. I mean, I had to scrub it off. Obviously, I had to get rid, but it wasn't so bad that I was like in pain. Well, I mean, I was in pain, but I wasn't in that much pain, you know. Bought from him many times. Often like to demand to know who this man is. Likes the lavender, but don't like how hard they drive it with the aroma chems. Yeah. There was a 250ml 2013 Bois d'Argent bottle on Parfumo for 300. Wish I got it. Yes. Yes. Pre-label Healy is better. No, I agree. Actually, I would like the pre-label. I would like more. Cardinal. Dallas Mayo Sauvage is getting low. I might have to find a replacement. Chris Moravec says, "Hello, Rich, Mitch, and chat. Any thoughts on Bogart Furio? I think that might be my next purchase. Sounds like a great old school fragrance. I had Furio and I let it go, and I wasn't that impressed. Those old Bogarts, they're not great. They give me sock vibe, you know, like wet sock. Wet sock that's been in a shoe. Wet shoe vibe. There's something in there. Bogart Witness. Was it Witness? It came with quite a cool bottle. I wasn't a fan of that either. Christian Torres, welcome. Yes, I recently tried Lavand 31 and I loved it. I like the new Violette 30 too. Just a little light. I thought the Violet was surprisingly alright, actually. I didn't hate it. I didn't like it, but it's not something I'm going to buy, but I didn't hate it. The Eucalyptus, I need to spend more time with. I want to like it. But it's a huge incense perfume, despite being called Eucalyptus. Like, I find that quite strange. I wish they didn't fucking do that. You know? I wish they didn't do that, the bastards. Sold my Furio recently. It's wild. Too wild, says Bazok. Welcome, Alicia. How are you? Which is the best three Heelys? So I would say Montfresh, Cardinal, and Cologne Officinal. But they're all worth trying. They're all worth trying, mate. They really are. Please like the stream, friends. Please like the stream. You are welcome to like the stream. And if the fancy takes you, you are welcome to send a super chat. Chat a la super. Superb chat. I also got 80 of 100ml benzoine 19 for €130. A cedar and resinous benzoine. Very classy stuff, not a goopy amber, which I prefer. So I tried the Tonka one, and I thought it was alright to begin with, but as I kept smelling it, I was like, you know, I can't help feeling that Pure Tonka by Mugler is still a much better perfume. This from a man who sold Fève de la Suisse thinking Pure Tonka was a much better perfume, so please bear that in mind. Hey, Rich. Hello, Christian. What are some good racks for summer from Dior Privé or Chanel as exclusives? Oh, God. For the summer, I mean, you used to have Cologne Royale, which I really liked, actually, but I mean, the prices that they're charging now and the state of the perfumes compared to what they were is just, it's not great. The, it's, I mean, you could get sorry, one of my American friends said that I've just got a random message off them saying, sorry, just had a scone and made me think of you. I haven't heard from her for a while. How much? What are some good recommends? So, Boy is quite good from Chanel for summer. The eau de cologne, but it's viciously overpriced for what it is. From the Dior Privé, it's actually hard to think because the modern stuff is total shit. I'd be much more inclined to go for something that wasn't in there. I would maybe go for Eau Sauvage. Hello, Jordan Albro, how are you? Mountain Doggy says, it is very expensive, but a great lavender shaving cream barbershop scent. I have several backups of it. Oh. Scent of the day is Beau de Jour, one of the great modern fougères. I agree. But which version? I would not mind a bottle of LV Nuit de Feu, is spaced out. That was a gem. Tried LV Ambre Levant today. Huge barnyard diaper rude. Ooh. Dallas says, it's a super chat. Yes, it is, of course. Your favourite cologne style fragrances like 4711. Agua Brava, actually. I really like Agua Brava. It's a bit deeper and a bit thicker and a bit richer. The old Loewe Pour Homme, that's really, really good. Eau Sauvage by Dior. Ow. I get a bit of Lavender by L'Occitane. That's really good. Oh, thank you, Dallas. £5 US super chat. $5 US super chat. Why can't I count? Why can't I talk? Why can't I freaking... why can't I recognize currency when I see it? It's like someone threw a diaper, full diaper, right at my face. Oh, God. Niche snobs don't want anything less than that. Fucking brilliant. I'm happy for them. Leave them to it. It's all theirs. I'm fucking take mine. Good for you, mate. Bergamot 22 is, quote, nice. Ooh, nice. Nice is a four-letter word. You've got to be careful there. Christian Torres says, about head and Neiman Marcus hoping to leave with a Dior Privé or a less exclusive. Honestly, mate, if you want my advice from Rich Mitch, I would spend more time and save your money and look for one of the older versions of one of those perfumes that you will find online from a trusted seller. People will be able to help you out. People in the chat will be able to point things out to you and help you. I wouldn't be buying retail from, especially not the modern Dior Privé, because Francis Kirkjohn's been at them, you know what I mean, and he's fucked them, actually, if you want the truth. He really has. I'm going on Les Audrance at the end of the month, apparently, and we're going to talk about Francis Kirkjohn and how he's fucking, well, we're just going to talk about Francis Kirkjohn, aren't we? You know what I mean? One moment, please, friends. I'm just bringing the bottle of water over I went to see the hygienist at the dentist this week. I said, your gums and teeth are in fantastic condition. I was like, get the fuck in. I was like, I think I needed that. My fucking health is dog shit. And he was like, your oral health is tremendous. He said, the only thing, I was like, oh God. And he was like, no, it's not even a but. He was like, but I can tell that you have a dry mouth. He was like, I can just tell. He's like, because he was like, I just know you do. And I was like, I do, yes, that's right. He was like, what do you do for your dry mouth? I was like, I chew a lot. He was like, that might be contributing to why your mouth's in such a good condition. And I was like, I drink. He was like, what do you drink? I was like, water and tea. That's it. And he was like, that's going to help as well. But I don't know why I was telling you that. Anyway, at least my oral health is in top condition. But I do have a slightly dry mouth. So that's fun. Hello, Brian Johnson Creative. How are you? Hello, friends. Scent of the day is Serge Luton's Santal Majestic. It's a good fragrance. I messaged you about that. I got a notification about that. Thank you. We shall discuss this after the stream. Megatefira. Richard, have you tried anything Beaufort recently? Not anything new. I did try their stuff from a few years ago, and they're good fragrances, you know, that but they are very much what they are, or they're certainly what they were. Big smoky deals, very Baroque, very kind of 17th, 18th, 19th century wooden boat, vivid kind of sorry, I'm getting fucking messages from Lilith. She's threatening us. So yeah, sorry, I've lost my place in the chat. Messaged you about the Italian video. So both at London, no, not recently, but previously I have, and I thought they were quite good. Probably old Bergamot 22 bottles were better. I love that sparkle. Probably is still the only Lobo I have. It's Patchouli 24. I bought my music for a while from him. Says often liked. That's cool. I love LV Nuit de Feu. My favourite LV that I've smelled, says Chris Moravec. Alan Gonzalez, love Furia. I have the original formula and the modern. Both are great. I mean, if you like that and you like that smell, there's no reason why you shouldn't get it and enjoy it. It just wasn't for me. I think I sold mine to Ramsey. Maybe he's even gave it to him. I'm not sure. I only had like a 30ml bottle. It was very petite. What a fragrance time. It's motherfucking fragrance time. Metaking. Hello. Fev de la Suisse is going close to $1,000 now. Oh, fuck off. Fuck that. Is the modern very animalic, Alan Gonzalez? Looking for a good animalic, old school fragrance? You want one of them vintage, you want one of those vintage Kuros. Tonka 25 is originally about animalic Atlas cedar. That was the idea behind it. And it ended up being a Tonka. Tonka Serapia is the best Tonka fragrance ever, just not good value, says Dallas. What up? It's Sense for Thought. How is Mo? For you! How's it going, Mitch, aka Fragrance Time? Going great. Nice to see all the usual suspects in here. Hello, everyone, says Mo. Abra Levant seems actually good. Oof, says Prodeep. Going to put on Dior Homme Intense. Hopefully it'll be a young... Stop that. I need to ban that word. Prism IK is wearing ADP Colonia. Which one? Probably I actually really like it too, says Fosco. Welcome, Fosco. How you doing? Product sample it, it's quite complex. There's a great leathery labdanum in the base, whipping through the base. Fragrance Time says, I just sold 8 bottles. Need to make room for all the shit I've been buying. Yes. Honky Dong. I don't mind Bois d'Argent Esprit, but to your point, the current EDP smells terrible in comparison. Do you know what it is? Was it the other jerks, or was it somebody? There was somebody somewhere who was saying I think it was Eugene and Galen, actually. They were like, oh, I really like the Amber and Away Esprit. And I'm sitting there going, no, it's fucking awful. What are they talking about? Stop that. It's not great. Like, it's really not great. It's bad, even. It's bad, friends. It's bad. Please like the stream, friends. Please like the stream. But yeah, the new EDP. I think it was Pradip sent us a screenshot of an article this week where Kirkjohn's talking about how he reformulated Bois d'Argent for to quote unquote make it modern. He wants to reformulate himself some fucking mates. He's a horrible, horrible man. That perfume was fucking outstanding when it came out, and it's just got, I say steadily worse. It's got worse in these spasms of reformulation that have utterly, utterly destroyed it. They might as well just discontinue it. You know what I mean? At some point, one of them fuckers needs to turn around and say, do you know what it is? We've fucked this. It's just wrecked. And we might as well just kill it, just kill it. Probably says, I do hope to test Amber Lavender. You have a dry mouth. There's a line from some porno. It has to be, says Spaced Out. He bailed himself out at the end there, doesn't it, with the old, it has to be. Making room for the sheepras, Mitch, says Chris. Do you have a platform for stuff you're selling, says Dallas? Often you liking that music for a while. Herbes Troublants taking off was not in my 2026 yearbook. It's a shitter. It's a fucking, it's a Burger Musk. Or a Herber Musk. It's crap. Polar Moons, I'll tell you what else is a really good fragrance for spring and summer. That's a cologne type thing. Frenchy Lavande, but it's been discontinued, and that's going to be going for fucking batshit money soon as well. Also, this week, I put up for sale a bottle of Eau Noir. It's a full bottle. It's a 250ml. It's a 2014 bottle, and it's the same price as the new 200ml version, which is totally grunt as well. Has any fragrance ever brought you to tears? Only terrible ones, Polar Moons. This is good. Didn't expect to like that ethyl maltol dose that high, but Carlos Benaim pulled it off. Is it whipping through the base? The only thing the dentist forgot to ask you, what's your scent of the day? No, that's not true. He said I smelled nice. I totally forgot. He said I smelled nice. Do you know what I was wearing? Do you want to know what I was wearing? I was wearing this exact fragrance. It was Dior Homme from 2011. It was Dior Homme from 2011, my friends. I was delighted. I was. Get in. Troubling Herbs versus Imagination coming soon. Alan Gonzalez says, Animalic for sure. Svet is strong and Furio. Jay Smooth, how are you? I hope you are well. Wearing Aqua Sexitus by Jules Emad. Vintage Fragrance Collector, how are you? Rich and Sense for Thought live stream when? I've thought about it before. I'm not above it. It's just catching me on a good day, and other people have schedules, so. Dubadabka, hope you are well. Scent Explorer says, hello, Rich. Scent of the day is Papillon 125. Spell 125 even. Jesus. You and Galen should do a dual live stream one of these days. Those are great streams. Yes, it's just when the fancy tickles Galen, and I'm in a place where I can. Fosco says, Amber and Away. Fucking hell, is this how far back I am? Amber and Away Esprit is one of the worst fragrances I ever smelled. It is an absolute shit, I like. It's terrible, like. We were going to stream back in January, but it never materialised. Soon, says Mo. Hell yeah. I'm glad you dig it. I might have to drive over there to fix this aspect ratio. 400ml bottle of Roadster, for fuck's sake. It's absolutely mental. I don't know how it's happened. Like, I haven't done anything. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I haven't got much Roadster left. I'm probably going to end up using that this year. That, and I've got that, so that's actually got a bit of a fucking hole in it as well, hasn't it? Excuse me, my language is atrocious, but that's why you come. And then I've got this as well. This, my Paco Rabanne Parfum. Eloise is so sad for Bois d'Argent. Welcome, Eloise. Yeah, he's been at it again. Like, he's been at the Bois d'Argent again. If you think about it, it's actually 4 years now since he re-released that collection, which is an absolute... I mean, time is absolutely murderous, is it not? You know what I mean? How's that happened, man? 4 years since 2022. 6 years. 6 years. Next Friday will be 6 years since Britain was put into lockdown by Boris. Blithering Boris. The bloody pillock. Excuse me. Good day all. Silver stem PK is wearing. Polar Moons. Mitch, what scent would you wear for your wedding day? Oh, I couldn't wear Balenciaga. Poor Om should kill us. It depends whether I wanted to get married or not. It depends whether I liked her. So, I don't know. I would probably wear something smart and something that she liked as well. But it would have to be something I liked. Do you know what I'm saying? And it depends what time of year. It depends on a lot of things. Maybe Charles Jourdan Un Homme. Because this is a very smart fragrance. I'll put you back. Ooh. That is lovely, by the way. This is a wildly... I sold a bottle of this. And I really shouldn't have, because it's wonderful. Properly top fragrance, that. Where's my Eau Sauvage EDT? Sausage. There it is. We've had a Fraggle launch, friends. I'll come to your message in a minute, mate. Please bear with whilst I try and cope with all these messages. And I trusted some vintage Yardley colognes like Lavender and Santal. Those old colognes were really, really good. My dentist never compliments me because your legs stretch out of the office. They stretch out of the office into the hallway. And now we can't get insured anymore because you trip people up. And Dior Homo is still underrated, says Pradeep. I'm scared to ask what you think of Dior Homme 2020. It's not great. Like, I mean, it's shit. The thing is that the fragrance itself is very bland for me at best. I'm being kind. The fragrance itself is bland and it's boring and it's not very good. But the fact that they put it into the Dior Homme bottle and called it Dior Homme, and they called it Dior Homme 2020, and then the pandemic happened, was just perfect, because it was a complete clusterfuck. The whole thing, it should never have happened. None of that should have ever happened. I'm not talking about the pandemic, I'm talking about the perfume. The perfume should never have happened in any way. The bottle shouldn't have happened. The fragrance shouldn't have happened. The marketing, the name, the whole thing was just a total write-off. It was dead on arrival, unfortunately. I'm not sure Aaron Terrence Hughes is better than Mr. Kirkjohn, to be fair. Honky Dong says, I believe if Francis K created with the same mind that absolute Polar Soir for Dior frag heads would be much happier. You're absolutely right. If he made stuff... I mean, I've been wearing... For him, by Narciso Rodriguez this week, I sent Ben from Les Odorants some of this, which is the musk oil, which is just basically the musk accord from For Him, right? And I sent him some of that, and I haven't heard from him since, so I don't know where he's gone. But it's wonderful. Like, that is a proper perfume, and it's Kirkjohn. You can tell it's Kirkjohn, but it's really, really, really good. And the stuff he makes for Dior is really, really, really bad. Really bad. It's really, really poor. So I agree with you. If he created stuff that wasn't total dog shit, then I would be so much happier. But unfortunately, that's just not how it's worked out. And someone left a comment on my video. I think it was Tom. He left a comment on my video that I did talking about Demaché's legacy at Dior. And I said, he was like, what do you think of, like, Demaché now? And I was like, just when you think things can only get better, they suddenly get worse. And it's unfortunately true that, that's just what happened. Like, we thought things could only get better. And, I mean, as soon as you heard Kirkjohn was coming in, it was like, oh, no. And we were like, well, no, he's done some really good stuff before, and we're all praying for Kirkjohn of 15 years ago, but we got Kirkjohn on steroids from today. And he's been woeful. He's been absolutely woeful. I don't care what sales look like. I do not give a shit. The perfumes are terrible. It is your fault. Upgrade your phone. I can't, can I? Because I'm skint. Lilith. End of the past. Hey, Rich. Kovacs. How you doing? Is that Kovacs? It's not Kovacs at all, is it? What the hell am I doing? No, it's not Kovacs in the slightest. Christ. I've slandered you. Sorry, man. Welcome, Sense of the Past. How you doing? Lick the stream, everyone. Yes, please lick the stream. How old is that Paco Rabanne? That Paco Rabanne's only like from the early 2000s, like the early to mid 2000s. It's not, I mean, and I love it, by the way. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is brilliant. It is fantastic. There are almost modern bottles, like quote unquote almost modern bottles, that are very lovely. The batch code on this is 00361. And it's gorgeous. It really is. It's really creamy without being like starchy or harsh. Dallas, $2. Thank you very kindly. You are very nice and friendly. Thank you. Where's your Eau Sauvage EDT? Here it is. I got it out for you earlier. This is my Eau Sauvage EDT. Wonderful perfume. Lovely stuff. I like to wear this in the summer, I like to wear that in the summer. Really, really stable too. Doesn't go off. I would pick 5 fragrances, then have her pick 1 out of the 5, says Dallas. Yeah. I'd pick something Anusha liked and something I like, you know. Portuguese or Viking wood? Wood Viking? Bois de Portugal. Absolutely, it's a better fragrance. Dior de Plin. Is that Charles Jourdan? It is Charles Jourdan, and it's lovely. And welcome. Polar Moons, is Armani Queer Majest any good? Someone else will have to help you there. I've smelled it, but I can't remember it. Viking is the truth, especially for the energy it provokes. Viking's wonderful perfume. It got slaughtered because it wasn't Aventus. It got slaughtered because it was right in the middle. Like 2017 was right in the middle of Aventus hype. Everything was Aventus, 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 Aventus. Right? And it's hard to believe that that's 10 years ago now. That fucking hell. Like, everything was Aventus. And then they came out with Viking, and everyone was like, what the fuck's this? And it was like, a lot of people really struggled with it. But people don't realise Royal Oud actually came out after Aventus the year after. So they thought Viking was a successor. And then, 2, Viking's not a bad fragrance, it's just not Aventus. You know? What they should have done was waited for the Viking hype, the Aventus hype to I mean, they released Viking right at the top of the fucking of the hysteria, and they should have waited a little bit, just a little bit, like maybe it's another 2 to 3 years. I mean, I know that sounds like a lot, but it's not really when you consider they've been releasing perfumes for 35 years at that point, and no longer. And I just think they could have got they kind of diluted the Aventus thing a bit with Viking, and then they released Viking Cologne, which was just bizarre. The fuck did they release Viking Cologne for? Odd. Viking is truth, especially for the energy it provides. Viking is Old Spice with a huge price tag. Viking's a really good perfume, actually. I actually think Viking's really, really good. I don't mind paying extra for quality renditions of older perfumes. Like, that's the way to do it. I just think that, well, we all know Creed's overpriced. But 10 years ago, it wasn't that overpriced, you know? Even Robert Patterson didn't seem to like the new Dior on Parfum. Well, I mean, this is all Kirkjohn's fault, like. I actually like Dior on 2020. It should have been called something else, though, says Dilettante Prawn. Sorry. It's a very average fragrance. They could have, I mean, if you'd sold that for 50, 60 quid, like, fine. But it's a nothing fragrance. It's a total nothing burger. It's very bland. It's very middle of the road. It's very nothing. I don't know if it still exists. I don't know if you can still get it, like, you know? It just smells like nothing. It just smells like the Venn diagram of nothing perfumes to me. If you like it, that's really all that matters, you know? I keep telling people this. It sounds like you know, the whole influencer thing. When you've got a channel, you like be careful, but it's like, it's my channel. It's like, I'm going to say what I think, but like, people shouldn't be afraid to come, or people can be like, well, he doesn't basically he doesn't speak to me because he likes things that I don't like, and I don't like things that he does like, so I'm not going to go there. That's fine. That's kind of the point, like. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. So, if you like it, really, that's all that matters. It's okay, when I become a perfumer, I too shall put out trash. That was me. I commented about Demachi. Was it you? Was it Delis? I will vote for Viking as well, I guess. Purely off that I wear it more often. I like Viking. I do like Viking. I really do. Prism says, I love Narciso Rodriguez Blue and White EP. I've not had the chance to smell for him. It's basically a unicorn now. It's not easy to get. New Wave says, how can we buy you a coffee? I do have a coffee link, actually, if you give us a second, if you want to. There you go. Sadly, it feels the part of his Dior contract was to maximise profit margin, says Hongy Dong. Yeah. How's Oudzarian, says Pradeep. I don't know. I haven't smelled it. And I'm not going to either. Or I might do. I don't know. I didn't seek it out. I sought out the wild vetiver, and I realised it was total dog shit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna wear the piss out of Brindle Release in the spring, says Pat Lester. I also would like to sample Frenchy Lavant soon. Yeah, it's great. I really like it. Starchy though, starchy sage and lavender. Maybe Aventus Cologne and Absolute before any new releases. Maybe, but I mean, really, they could have just concentrated on getting it right. Yeah, buddy! Welcome, Eugene. How are you? Which house and perfumer would you like to collab on a fragrance with, says Polar Moons? I don't know. I'd probably do... Well, at the minute, I'm probably thinking Comme des Garçons. Or Les Indomptables. It's probably where I'm at as far as they're concerned. Which perfumer? Sheldrake. Antoine Lee, probably. What is up? Viking Cologne to Viking is platinum egoist to egoist, shitting the bed and chasing sales course correction, steering the ship into an iceberg. Well, quite. Battling the snow, Delis. Oh, Eugene is battling snow. Fun to see all the familiar people commenting in the Antoine Lee interview also. I haven't watched it. I'm not going to. I don't know which Antoine Lee interview video it was. Is it the Persola's one? I don't know who he was interviewing the other day, but I was like, I've received a coffee. Thank you very much, sir. You are very kind. Appreciated greatly. I've received another one too. That's two. Thank you very much. This one from Bosidar Kondic Kapetanov. Excuse me. Forgive my inability to speak. Green Bean. I'm hoping to see a tag video series someday between fragrance channels. How many bottles would you have left if you kept only the 9s and 10s? I mean, how... I don't know. Welcome, Mitra K. Happy Friday. Everyone is happy. It is Friday. Sprayed something for the first time in more than a week since being sick, says Lilith. Lily says, buy me a caviar. Don't do it. Don't buy her caviar. She's not allowed caviar. She's been bad. She's been buying Dior and more. Glad to hear you're feeling a bit better, Lilith. Mitra is wearing Lavender Extreme by Thomas Ford. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on Oud Zarian, but if you don't care for Royal Tobacco, I don't think you'd massively care for the Creed. No, I think it's all just a bit much. Just a bit too much. Too rich. The Royal Tobacco reminds us of perfumery Turk. It's too rich. Who the fuck is the Kofi bot? Where the fuck do you come from? Anyway. Even though Les Ode's Dan loves it, he likes some terrible shit. Duck will collab with Dior, of course. Comme des Garçons 2, man, it's fucking great, mate. You should look into a sample of that sometime. I was thinking about wearing the old Vetivero 2 today, but I didn't. I went with the Rodster. I thought you would do a Healy. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would work with Healy, totally. Maybe Captain Kirk has some crazy stuff sitting on the shelf that nobody wants because they're afraid it won't sell. Possible, but he's probably got rid of it now. I didn't get a bot. That's the thing. I haven't got a bot at all. I don't know where this bot has come from. The interview on Elevated Classics. Sent to the Passes, Richmond collab with Navitus, of course. Jeremy Fragrance could be the perfumer of that. Oof. Nice to see he's still with us. Doesn't look well, though. Rich, how's the performance for Montfresh? Is it a 20 sprayer? No, but I do tend to put a lot on. It's not a 20 sprayer. It's actually a little bit thick, you know. It's actually got a bit of thickness to it, which is nice. But I'd say about 5-6 hours. Personally has interviewed Sheldrake and Veronique Spaterno. Yes, that's right, I haven't watched that. The original Santos de Cartier was a great fragrance, a masterpiece. The reformulation they sell now is pure garbage, says Mountain Doggy. Well, I've got the original and a backup. Keep the tan off, says Mitra. Your channel is great, says Green Bean. Thanks, says Mo. Montfresh is a reapply every 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, you imagine people doing that. I picked up Diptyque Eau de Monte. Have I made a big mistake? Too rich, Mitch? I've turned to a Duchamp, says Mitra. Oh no. The Kofi bot has 88 subs. Jordan Albro says Roadster is shit. Great googly moogly. Scent of the day is Girl on La Franchi. Jordan Albro, that's a terrible take. Who's this? New Wave says, to all the bozos, not the Bezos. The live chat is free, but insights aren't cheap. Buy the man some coffee. Yes. Thank you, New Wave. That's right. Buy the man some coffee. Tea, in my case. I'll spend it on tea. Mo is backing up Jordan Albro in his heresy. That's absolutely outrageous from the pair of you. More Roadster for me, you see. Jeremy has better recommendations than most Instagram shills, says Bazok. Ooh. I wouldn't know. But his recommendations are pretty awful. Prism, have a nice day. Do you know of any frags with a similar fruit note as the Moon? Tuscan Leather? Tuscan Leather's got a similar fruit note to the moon. Everyone here hating on the green amber woods and roads. Just scandalous. I haven't smelled it, says Often Licked. That's a fucking outrageous behaviour. It's Tom Aiken. How are you, sir? Mitch, do you like Prada L'Homme and its intense flanker? I had it and I gave it away. I felt like there were better iris. I felt like there were better irises out there for me. It's a nice, clean, soapy Prada fragrance, but I feel like I prefer Infusion Dom. Mitra about to get dessert at the bar with the boys. Here's Mitra, says Often Licked. Remember that post early Greek mate stating he'd be making a video soon? That was 2 years ago. Things move slowly because if you know, Thomas, early Greek refers to early Greek philosophy, which is what he did his schooling in. And when you are studying things that are the better part of 3,000 years old, you know, you can't rush things. My God, 2 cents worth. Mate, where have you been? How are you doing? I am still doing this. I am still doing this. Are you not doing this anymore? Have you completely sacked it off? Will you ever come back, sir? I hope so. It's nice to see you. Glad more and more people are coming to terms with Rooster, says Pradeep. Shh. Roadster Sport is pretty decent too, especially in the hottest of heat. I had it and I gave it away. Did I give it away or sell it? Sold it. I think I sold it. I wasn't a fan. Rogers dropped $600 surge propaganda. He's funding his favourite Moroccan house parties. That's right. We'll trade Roadster for Dior Homme Original, says Sense for Thought. Taking a break after an all-nighter, but we'll head to the office over the weekend, says Often Licked. 3,000 Arabian perfumes have similar fruit note as the moon, to be honest, says Scent of the Past. Yes. Give it away, give it away, give it away. What, Argent to Lily now? No. No. Not to Lilith. Okay, keeping an eye on you often, says Mitra. Hope to experience Marrakesh Sirocco with Uncle Serge and Shelley, says Pradeep. Naked by the pool, of course. They will watch you frolic. I have a bottle of spicy ambery rose. While we was live, Pradeep dropped a video. He does this, and then he doesn't mention it, and he's like, aha. Didn't Raskin and Amouage just release a dumbed down moon? How can you dumb the moon down? Big stupid moon. Fruity materials they use last forever. Basically bio weapons, says Bazok. It's not ideal, is it? It's not what you want. Sequence or something like that, isn't it? Is it a shitter? I'm not a fan of these things. They're just not great. Not great when they do work on a DNA and release it as a perfume. You know. They did indeed a bit more cherry purple, but very dull. Do you want my sample, Rich? Probably not. It sounds appalling. I even discussed it. Already forgot. Silly names. Yeah, the names are always fucking daft as shit. The names are always daft as shit. Ooh. Mo, will you buy that oud wood sheep chips soaked amouage? What a load of absolute horse manure that is. Do you know what I need to wear, friends? I need to wear Hemingway. Oh, look what I busted out. Look what I busted out. Would you like to see what I busted out, friends? I busted out a dinky 30mm Smalto pour homme. Ha ha! Mint. I'm a big fan. I'm a big old fan. I'm a big old Smalto fan. 30mm. Look out, friends, as there are some bottles of something called Smalto out there, which has got this box, and it's a fucking shitter. It's an absolute shitter. It's a rotten fragrance. I cannot stand it. It has befouled my presence, and I got rid double quick. But yeah, it's pretty hard to find Smalto pour homme these days. I can add it to your next Amberwoods care package. You are a bad man. I'm having a artisan Sergio at the moment. Says sensible thought. Yes, he conned me out of a bottle of Amber Sultan the other day. The evil man. He was like, how much better can the vintage version be? And then he got the vintage version from me. And he was like, absolutely sensational. It's incredible. I love it. This is amazing. And then I heard Ramsey say that he thought Sultan Pasha's quintessentially amber was the best amber ever, including Amber Sultan. I was like, I'm being assaulted. I'm being assaulted on all sides. I'm taking on water. I'm taking on water, friends. I'm taking on water. I'm sinking. Wonder if someone tried exclusive GCC ammo wajud. You know what that means? Gulf Coast countries. They haven't got much use for their rood at the minute. We're not getting into politics in the state of the world. It's a bit serious at the minute. It's not fucking... It's not to be made fun of, that shit. We do that in private. I saw Ramsey's recent video, and I do appreciate his admiration for Parfum d'Empire. He has the large bottles of Azamor and Amber Rousse now. Smalto versus Akitos versus Paco Rabanne. Which Paco Rabanne? Which Paco Rabanne? Which Smalto? Ram being back is one of the best things that could have happened to Fragcom this year, says Sent to the Past. Everybody's really happy about it, and I'm happy that they're happy. And I'm happy that people now don't ask me, when's Ramsey coming back? I woke up to that notification and I was like, oh, thank God. I turned back over and went to sleep, and I slept like a fucking child. I slept the sleep of the ancient dead. It was magnificent. It was wicked. I'm not going to lie to you. Absolutely wicked. Show the vintage Mizoni bottle. I haven't got it. But what I have seen, is the double-ended bottle. And it's got two caps. One of them's a splash, one of them's a spray. How odd. Ooh, I might wear that tomorrow. Tuscan fucking per uomo. Tuscany per uomo, if you will. Jesus. Great fragrance, that. I've got a couple of backups, thank goodness. Sample of the Sultan Pasha Amber Sultan. Excuse me. I knew someone selling 50mm Shergi and Fia Nagil. If you want it, let me know. Yes. How much? Please. I need to try the vintage Amber Sultan. I only tried the latest stuff. I might have a bottle that's for sale. If you like. I know who you are. If you want to send us a message on the bay, I might be willing to part with one for you. At one point, I wanted a vintage Chergy. I'm now okay, says Dallas. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Christopher Sheldrake was even impressed by Sultan Pasha. It seems he followed him on Instagram. I mean, I've no doubt that he was impressed. I mean, it's a very good fragrance. It's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it wasn't good. That's not what I'm saying at all. I highly respect Sultan Pasha. Is definitely the best of his kind. If he is indeed self-taught, he is the one who has made it. He is like the exception that proves the rule. He is the very best of all the independent sort of perfumers from that kind of, from that like aspect. If he's never had any formal training and he's just sat and figured it out and worked it out himself, then fucking hell. You know what I mean? He's brilliant at it. I smelled those 4 perfumes and I thought they were great, as you can see by my first impressions video. But at no point did I think, am I paying 300 quid for 50 mil of any of those? And at no point did I think Quintessentially Amber was better than Amber Sultan, which I must confess is one of my favourite perfumes. So, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia. This Smalto and Paco Rabanne for men. Yes, Smalto and Paco Rabanne for men, but you also... Alright, this Smalto, and the Paco Rabanne for men. So, let's just put my thrice back from whence it came. Get back in your bit. Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, friends. Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. What about them? And you mentioned Iquitos. Iquitos is probably... It's the most perfume of the 3. Could I rank them? Smalto's probably my favourite, to be honest. Oh, it's really good. A Nisik lavender with a big smoky oak moss leather in the base. It's so fucking good. It's so good. I don't think I could tear the 3 apart. Azamor Les Orangers has a nice mossy base, says Mo. I get a lot of cumin and cassis from Azamors in the opening, says Often Licked. I'd rather get Eau de Gloire, personally, and a less serious citrus fruity. Do you know where Ramsey... I don't know what the CB means. Azamor is like the guy who reads a book at the beach rather than Aura Farms. I thought he worked with a perfumer for those sprays, says Often Licked. I don't know, maybe he did. Ah, yes, Maurice or Provenzano. Yeah, I think you're right. No, you're right. I might get hate for this. For me, Sultan Pasha rubber doses on the synthetic musk and his Tars and his sprays. I own Fuller samples and Thebes spray. Quintessentially, I'm not saying that. Is there an Amber Sebastian called Super Delicious? He calls everything super delicious. Yeah, he's got a tick. At this point, you have to say it's like an ADHD thing. It's a tick. Oh yes. Right, you fuckers. He calls everything super delicious. The smalt, though, is your Reeve Gauche pour on killer, eh? Absolutely. Absolutely it is. It's better. It's considerably better. It's a considerably better perfume than Reeve Gauche. Definitely. How do you enjoy Madagascar Le Baume Vanille? I've got it down there somewhere. I need to do the video on it, like. Big Moo sent us it. Big Moo. Big Moo. So, yes. I need to get it and try it. I don't know how to do that. Laptop summary. The fuck is that? Community. Big clovey cinnamon. The Baume Vanilla is a spicy number, says Pradeep. Dahlia. Sebastian yelled out, "Yummy" at the BAFTAs. Well, he couldn't help it. He's got that Tourette's, you see. He noticed how it's gone very quiet about that recently. They made that guy feel like absolute shit. The horrible man. Whoa. I can't get down. I don't know how to do that. It won't work. Then bakery vanilla with some green and leathery notes in the dry down. Le Baume Vanille is a spicy number. I'm still not convinced by the Madagascar. I want it 3 times. Is it not super delicious? Big clovey cinnamony rum and bakery vanilla with some green and leathery notes in the dry down. Excellent horse, says Pradeep. Pradeep loves his horses. I'll let you know how I like it on your video, says Dallas. Still want to sell me that jus de peau? Maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah. I need to sell you. I need to send you a picture of it. I need to send pictures of everything to everybody first. There's you, Jonathan, and Germs. You just need to coordinate. Get money sent. I have to admit, Purpose 50 is my favourite release of 2025. Hey, Orphan, which Smalto do you like, says Buzzark. Well, you know how I like it. Can't go wrong with a Pradeep recommendation, Dallas. Did all the Canadians leave, says Dallas. Where have all the Canucks gone? Any good Dries Van Noten frags? The weed one? Nah. There's never been a realistic smelling weed fragrance. People were saying that what was it? The Nasamato? I can't even remember what it was fucking called now. Black Afghano. It smelled nothing like hash. It smelled nothing like hash. You were talking to a man who smoked a lot of hash, and that smelled nothing like it. Any of them. I haven't tried it, hoping for a cheap one to come up locally, says Often Licked. That's not one bad, actually. Kind of fresh but chilly. Should have posed a lot of fun to wear. Yeah, it smells like wheat. It smells wheaty. Wheatage. Wheatus. That one's not bad, actually. Kind of fresh produce. Sorry, I haven't read that. Mystic Moss is a very wet, salty mandarin with a mossy quality. Spaced Out says, Rich, I will pay if you put one spray of Purpose 50 on you. What will you pay? Will you pay with your life? Frederick Maldry's Van Noten is not the best. It's awful. That's got a bit of jus de peau about it. It's got a bit of that milky, distilled kind of off thing about it. It's not nice. I wish Lauder would bring back Frederick Maldry's Van Noten under a different name. I don't think it's sold very well, Honky Dong. Honky Dong, yeah. I don't think it's sold very well, if I'm being honest. Which Smalto was that, Rich? Serious? Sorry if you mentioned. It is called Francesco Smalto Paul Hom. Paul Hom. Agreed on Nasamato smelling nothing like hash. Nothing like any hash. And I've smoked a lot of hash and a lot of different kinds of hash. And back in the day, I haven't smoked that shit for fucking a long time. And I've never smelled a fragrance got anywhere near even skunky cannabis. Do you know what I mean? I've just nothing. Not even like the weed, the herb. Agreed on Nasamato smelling nothing like hash. There's a 5mm miniature of the Smalto for €12. Worth smelling to save it to try it. And the minis are cool. I've had a couple of the minis before. Mystic Moss is like afternoon swim, but for a divorced dad having a midlife crisis. Sense for thought. I do have a bottle of Malto Smalto, which I'm selling. Forgot I had this. Forgot I had it. So if anybody's interested in that, let us know. No lid. Purpose 50 is one of those you cannot scrub. It's like super glue. It's alright, I'll just chop my arm off or something. You never smell hash these days, says Tim. It's just a vile pong of skunk everywhere. Yeah, it's too much. And people just walk down the street smoking it now. There's no sort of... It's not like counterculture, like get us wrong, I got into smoking hash when I was like 15, 14, 13, I think was the first time I smoked it. Too young. So you're talking 99, 2000, even then, it was out there, popular, you know. And for some reason, where I lived, there were a lot of large drug dealers. You could get fucking everything, and it was cheap as fuck, and it was literally like the early 2000s. It was madness. And I live in the back of Beyond. But literally in this little town, there was like fucking loads of them. I think they just moved out of the cities. Anyway. I would pay with money. It is a huge vegetable incense Akigala with 50% oil extra from Beach One spray. Stays for at least 24 hours. What? How much money? That ridiculously overpriced Fragrance du Bois house had a fragrance that had some weedy vibes. Fragrance du Bois is a shit house. Literally, it's a shit house. Dallas says, if you had to recommend one Amouage fragrance, what would it be? Jubilation 25. Terpene usage. Interlude vintage. Epic Man vintage, if modern bottles only. If modern bottles... Oh, I've got an itchy ear. Epic Man Vintage, if modern bottles only... If modern bottles only, I'd recommend Jubilation 40 over... Jubilation 40s, actually. I find that an easier wear than Jubilation 25. I think it's the incense. Would Biche be as popular without Aki Galloway? He's not popular to me. Oh, don't get me wrong, Fragrance Dubois, bottom of the barrel shithouse for sure. I'm so glad I gave Overture Man multiple chances, says Often Licked. Didn't you like Minuit Demi? Bought it back up when it was limited. No, I never bothered with it, strangely. But out of all the influencers, I do actually think she's got a decent nose, like. No Royal Tobacco? Nah, I'm not a Royal Tobacco fan. It's too rich. Ow. Jesus, I've got so many people messaging us. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 messages from 6 chats. Fuck's sake. Too rich. Yeah, it is. It's too much. I just don't like it. Outrageous Myrrh and Overture Man. I'm a big Myrrh fan. I am a big Myrrh fan. Big Myrrh. Right Myrrh. Right Myrrh. Oh God, the cap doesn't fit. It's only 30ml, man. It feels so dinky. I almost want to give it away, but I'm not going to. Oh. Too rich for Mitch. It is too rich for Mitch. You going to wear Diamant sometime soon? No, I'm pretty sure I'm going to sell it, like. You going to wear Diamant sometime soon? No, it's not sold, but I am selling it. I'm not massively into it. Paroli was trying to tell us that it was from like 2021. And I'm like, I'm sure it's not, you know. I'm absolutely sure I bought that before the pandemic. I'm absolutely sure I bought it before the pandemic. It's crazy work. He's gaslighting us. It's because he wants it cheap. Paroli and his saucy Canadian ways. Turning the Frenchness on us. Giving me the monkey arm. That's what he's doing. He's giving me the monkey arm. I wonder if Fragrance Info is still intent to go to Dubai. Right, no. We can't be talking. I'm not talking about that shit. War's not funny. It's not funny. Well, fuck them cunts. Fuck them. Fuck them cunts in particular and no one else. Right? Them cunts. Fuck them. I fucking hope that fucking when they got returned to Britain, the fucking HMRC was stood there with fucking tax fucking forms. Just fill this out for us, dickhead. Nice one. Wankers. Yes, if you've got a British passport, we will come and save you. We will fucking do this, but you're paying your taxes. Fragrance Time has sent a super chat. Excuse me. Scent of the day is Portrait of a Lady. How are you finding the old Portrait of a Lady? How are you finding it? How are you enjoying it? You enjoying that? You like it? It's fantastic. Doing really well. I've got the old Philosopher's Walk, which I've already worn once this year. I've got a Bel Arm over there somewhere. Where the fuck have I put a lot of lyric ski? I don't know where the fuck I've put it. Is that a lyric skis? I mean, the rose in that is... I shouldn't be talking about this. It's... the rose in it's really fresh. So you could wear it in the spring. I'm not sure where. I must have put it in the autumn and winter collection. Well, thank you very much, Fragrance Time. That is very kind. Fragrance Time is known. He has become known for his $10 super chat. What is going on here? Fan funding. There has been fan funding this evening, friends. There has been. It's been all the Americans. I'll read them out at the end. If the cap don't fit, you must acquit. Do you know how he got that to work? Do you know how Johnny Cochran got that to work? He told O.J. Simpson to stop taking all these fucking water tablets. So he bloated up. That's how he got him to do it. That's how he got it to work, huh? Fucking arch bullshitter, that fucker. He's going to hell, him. Well, I mean, I think that is Cochran not dead? OJ's dead? They're both fucking burning in hell together. Fuck the pair of them. Gaslighty parole. He does. He operates via gaslight with his monkey arm. He comes in and spreads the monkey arm. Did I tell you I have a French-American sugar mother? I'm not sure you did. He almost convinced me to sell him my memoir, man, but I don't know. He's prolific. He's prolific. He's about, you know. He's around. You can't be comfortable in your own ends, you know. He's around. He's around and about. He's lurking with his hairy monkey arm, coming to just slide in there with the greatest of ease. Amen, says Bazok. Yes, make them pay. It's motherfucking fragrance time, says Often Liked. And it is. OJ done did the hook hydration method. The duck hydration method. Lately, when I think of wearing Portrait of a Lady, I wear the Night instead. Outrageous. You're big into those kind of fragrances, though. You like a what's it called? What is it called? Like an independent, like oody vibe. Do you know I've got a couple of Matthew Melleg I need to sell? A couple of vintage Matthew Melleg I need to start pushing on to people. Hey, do you want to buy this? Not really. Take it. Pay for it. Do it now. He is proliferating behind my back, in my behind. He is what? Proliferating in your behind. Greetings, Rich and chat, says Boboosh. Greetings, Boboosh. I've been wearing Toy Boy as my spring rose, says Often Liked. Interesting. Interesting. Do you know what I really, really, really enjoyed wearing last week? It was this. It was this, and then I sold a backup of it, and now I feel like a bit of a tit. Now I feel like a bit of a tit. I've got this, and I've got another backup, and it should be enough. But this is just fucking brilliant, like. But I did sell one to someone, and I feel like a bit silly. I mean, I'm not going to get through that much, but oh God, it's so fucking good. It's so good. Jesus Christ. Even the Listerine bottles, which used to go for like 40 quid, 30 quid, right? Even those, right? You just can't find them anymore. They're just not, they're not plausible. Like, they're not, you just can't, you know? But this is about, these are 125ml bottles. This is a 2002, I want to say. It's either a 2002 or a 2012. Oh, it's so clear and crystalline and fresh and just smells good. What melag you got? Golden Guy and Mushkin. It is 125ml, like a hemorrhoid, says Mutra K. I see. I was close to buying Vetiver Parfum 3 times last week. Don't do it. Scent Explorer says, is that the Vetiver? It is the Vetiver. I've got the Listerine. How are they different? There's a video. There is a video where I compare 4 different versions of Girl on Vetiver. Knock yourself out. You can watch that. It is pretty good. It's one of my most watched videos, actually. I've got the Listerine. Too floral for me, says PK. What, the Vetiver? Do you think the Vetiver's floral? I don't get a lot of floral from it. I get a little bit. Just a bit of expansive kind of... Just a bit of an expansive kind of vibe, you know? Let's see. Where is my... Yes, public videos, thank you. Fucking hell, I've got 3 reviews lined up. I've done 2 of them have come out already. Latest, let's do popular. The Girl on Vetiver comparison video is my most popular video. It's got 6,700 likes. Nope. No, it's not. That can't be right. What the fuck? So it's not my most popular video. It's certainly one of them. 6,700 views, and then my experience with Bois 1920 is my second most popular video, but it's got more views. Girl on Vetiver comparison video. It's 34 minutes and 23 seconds long. Top 5 videos by Rich Mitch. Number 5, Endymion Concentrate, Penhaligon's first impression. Number 4, 10 modern fragrances I like. That's from 4 years ago now. So it's 6,500 views. These are poverty views, by the way. Protaramba Pour Homme review, 6,600 reviews from 3 years ago. My experience with Bois 1920 has 6,800 views. And my top one has 6,700 views, and that's the Girl on Vetiver comparison. I don't get dem views, friends. I do not get dem views. Viral is not a fucking word that can be used for mine views. But I'll put the video in the chat for you if you want to watch it. There is the video. Okay. Vetiver was made to pander to Brazil, apparently, says product. I've heard you say this before. It's such an odd claim. Like, why would they do that? Why is Brazil such a massive market? Sprayed some De Profundis, says Mitra K. How is it? Current version of G Vetiver is pretty nice. I thought your layer video would be your most popular. It's definitely got some views, but it hasn't got... I don't get big views. I just don't. I never will. I just don't have the... what's it called? The production values. I just don't. And do you know what it is? I'm calm with that. I like the aesthetic. I like the realness. I like the amateur feel. I like the fact that this is in fact a hobby. And it's a hobbyist's channel, and there's community. And I'm not willing to sacrifice any of those things, any one of those things, never mind all of them, to increase production value. It would be nice to get into some production stuff, but in case you haven't noticed, friends, things move very slowly for me. When you've got rheumatoid arthritis, things move at a slower pace, you know, and that's all right. That's calm, you know. Don't encourage. Too bad the leaks on Clear Noir has seen better days. Yeah, it has been changed, hasn't it? And it's not great these days. Do you still like those 10 modern fragrances? I'd have to go back and watch it, but I do still have the one that's in the thumbnail. Not that it's a thumbnail, it's a still from the video. That's how bad it was, friends. I didn't do thumbnails. But I mean, definitely when I made the video, I could stand by it. Whether I would go back and like watch it again and be like, oh yeah, I still like that, like all of them, you know, because there's a lot of fragrances I've changed my opinion on about things, you know. Where is your top 10 Lattafa fragrances? Did you delete it? Get away! I never made that shit. Get away. Do LV and Amouage for views? No. I just shit on them. Well, maybe, but you've got to understand, right? That video, right, that I made about Bois 1920's got about 30 dislikes on it. It's got about 30 dislikes on it. It's really odd, but it's really telling. And this is one of the things that backed up my feeling that people watch fragrance content to be patted on the head and told that they've done well in buying something. They've already decided what they're going to do. They want positive reinforcement. They don't want to be told the truth. You know? It's as simple as that. I was literally telling a story about what happened to me, and people were like, yeah, I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't like that. That jars with my kind of thing. And I was like, people are more than welcome to do that. You know, like, that's fine. That's like a thing. But what it made is, Bois 1920 were an influencer brand. I don't know if they are so much anymore. I know I'm not upset by the dislikes thing. That's not what I'm saying. I don't feel like emotionally scarred by it. But what it to me made me realize is that people want to be told that they've made a good decision, and that they want positive reinforcement. They want things to be on message. And if you throw a spanner in the works, and I'm not being contrarian, right? I'm not being contrarian. I was just telling people what happened to me, and they didn't want to hear that. And I thought that is interesting, because to me that shows that people don't want a rounder experience. People don't want, I'm trying desperately to avoid the word negativity. They don't want any vibe that isn't on brand. I learned. Well, I was reinforced because I kind of already felt that way for a while, you know. But that was it, you know. Family portraits are my favourite, says PK. Yes, what are your favourite kinds of, like, tell us, because, like, user, like, it's like, you know, we've been here for like an hour and 50 minutes now, so it's pretty hardcore. Tell us, like, the type of things that you like, you like and you don't like, that you do want to hear and you don't want to hear, like on the channel. I'm going to be honest. I'm still going to say and do what I want to do. Not in like a belligerent kind of way, but just sort of like thing. But I'm interested to like. I'm interested to know. Scent Explorer says, only dip my toe in vintage fragrances, got a 92 splash of man taste, that is phenomenal. Yeah, those splashes, right, from the 90s and before. I was talking to, again, Thomas Early Greek comes up. He was saying to me, there is a school of thought out there in people who are into this kind of thing, that the splash version is the one to get. Those big 200 mil splash are the connoisseur's choice of vintage and taste. What did they do to Encre Noir? Take 3 guesses. Update the top 10 modern fragrances I like vid. Could do that, yeah. Current 10 list would be all lazy dubba list, says Pradeep. How can you make a top 10 abs workout video? Dislikes count as engagement. Yeah, I know that. I know it is. It's all engagement. Like, I get that. When I get dislikes on my video, I take it as a sign of me doing something right. Yeah, I'm not, like I say, I'm not, like, emotional. I only raised it because it's, to me, it showed that people want positive reinforcement. The more the merrier, says me. Sure, yeah, this is true for everything. I used to moderate an audio forum, and people there also came in asking if X is a good headphone and a purchase advice channel. Turns out they had already bought it. They just wanted to hear, yeah, mate, you got a great one. Yep, that's exactly right, because they got fucking buyer's remorse. They got a little bit scared. They'd spent their fucking money, and they'd thought, and it's true of everything, you know? People need that fucking, because people feel like money is their power, it's their agency, it's everything to them. Good evening, Ryan. I would like the channel to try more fragrances and do more sample testing of other niche brands, says Prince. Yes. I have sample sets on, well, not sample sets, but I have samples of things that need to be tried. I've got that fucking, that Guerlain thing, the Tabac Sahara. I've got that I need to do. I've done quite a lot. You can go into my playlists and you can see all the different brands and fragrances I've tried. There's a lot there, and I'll keep doing that. There are more Parfum d'Empires I want to own than Les Indomptables, is often linked. Then you should buy them, and not the Les Indomptables. See, for me, it was the opposite. I've only got 2, and I'm really struggling with Rienne. I've got an older bottle of Rienne, and I'm really struggling with it. But I do have, and I thought about wearing today, but didn't, this. The old portly electrician. The Semyon Vetiver. I'm about to sell off most of my collection, get Parfum d'Empire and MDCI, says Delis. I think we're all here for a belligerent duck. Yes. We need a good rant. Top 10 Amber Woods. No. Delis, they're a bunch from an old factory LLC. A good headphone. So tell me why I can't wear Dior Homme Intense with Aventus, because it's fucking against man and God, and you should be struck down, and rightly so. Maybe even by me. Maybe I'll strike you down, you know? Top 10 bath fragrances. I've done that before. Me too. I have 6 from Parfum d'Empire with a 7th on the way. I would recommend Dries Van Noten. I've smelled some of those Dries Van Noten. They're pretty. It's the thing is with it, right? Is that I feel like I already know what I'm gonna say. I think I've got into this kind of trap where I think I already know what they smell like, or what they're going to smell like, and they don't necessarily smell that way. So I should really be more open-minded. We need to turn the volume down a couple of notches, says Baboosh. I've got all the Lavender I want, but I want a lot of Parfum d'Empire. I still want and have 5. I've tried the V4, but I like the first edition. Here, 1000 a lot, very clear, neutral, planar. Stop this fucking madness, mumbo jumbo you are talking. I had to sell Rien years ago. It's like being on fire. I can't be asked with being on fire either. I do like the leather note in it, but it's very incensey. The fucking incense aldehyde thing is it's painful. Like, it's the type of smell that goes up between your eyes and up your head to where some of us had hairlines. I want Aventus to have an iris scent profile. Oh, no. I have 7 Lavender Madable, says Christian. And 10 Parfum d'Empire, and it's not enough. I don't want 3 Lavender Madable. I have Queer as Abyss. Queer as Abyss is good. I haven't sold it to Mo yet. Warrior is my signature when it was released. Now it's in the naughty corner with Koros and Ganymede. I'm prepared to divulge myself a fucking Koros at this point. Like, I've got a couple of bottles I need to sell. I've got a Parfums core, and I've got a Gucci PPR, and then I've got this bottle which I'm going to keep for reference because I paid 30 quid for it, and I might wear every once in a while. But do you know, I wish the soap came out more. I really do. But I'll tell you something else that's true as well. The Charles of the Ritz version is by far the best one. It really, really is the best one. That one's actually really nice. As in the air, it smells great. When I put it on my skin, the musk is it's grating, it's grindy. Wonder if Mother's Milk will have some similarities to Secretions Magnifique. Probably not. I like when you compare the newer formulations to your older ones. Yeah, that's quite cool. Kabizade. Oh God, I've got so many messages. Has Rich Mitch ever tried Amouage Gold Man? I can do you one better, Fragrance Time. I had the original Amouage Gold Man, which was called Gentleman's Cologne, and I sold it. It was a little bit too good. But they used the German Irish from Danner and Fleming and Mother's Milk. I think probably the Irish Germanic, which smelled woody, fruity, and chocolatey. Rihanna's massive violet as well. I don't get violet from it. I grabbed Bois d'Argent and Grand Soir, and it smells fantastic, says Delise. I think Antoine Lee said Rihanna is the most expensive formula that Eldo has. Whew. Hope I don't offend you by this, but have you ever applied perfume on the scalp? Yes, of course I have. It's usually Lavender. Yes, I have. No, God, no, I'm not offended. I take considerably more than that to offend us, but my incredible dome has been blessed by the collection, of course. I'm so happy it's finally Frederic Malle Geranium Pour Monsieur season again. Not quite yet, not for me, but it's coming. It's coming. 3 sprays of Chorus on your forehead. Yes, that's, what do you call it? That's, les odorants. Yet he let it go. He does let it go. He lets them go if he doesn't wear them. Oh, I'm always going to have a fragrance collection. I hope you realise that. I'm always going to have like a collection that I'm going to be able to sit down and choose different fragrances from, and it's going to span lots of different fragrances and stuff like that. It's just there was just too much, and I was uncomfortable with it. And I could probably do with selling a few more perfumes off, but the selling of different perfumes is definitely slowing down now. You know, you've got to remember, I mean, you can see all of that perfume and that's spring and summer, right? And then I've got other perfumes that aren't even included that I could wear in spring and summer. And then I've got backups of stuff, right? And I bought them all, right? I bought my perfumes. I didn't get them for fucking free from the ones Eugene sent us. And apart from the odd fragrance, people have like said, oh, I want you to have this. And it's not usually like a lot. Samples are what I want, and I'll go out and buy it myself. You know this, but to have that much, it weighed on us. It still does a bit, but I do like my collection more now that it's smaller. You fucking people with your Zagorsk is not better. I smelled Secretion Magnifique for the first time the other day and my eyes were tearing up. Truly horrible. It's not a great smell, is it? A Malle that's grown on me is Rosa Clear. Not a fan initially, but it's a like now. I don't like that leather note. It's not great. The Dramlog Martin. I'm on Team Zagorsk. Centre that is Herman Mezzacut. Yeah, it's a big old fuck. I don't blame you for not typing that shit out. Welcome, Dramlog Martin. Duchan's here, so I guess we could call this stream officially started. He was here at the beginning. Sell me the Neroli Vetiver Harvest. I don't have it. Have you smelled Secretions Magnifique Etat Libre d'Orange? Tried it recently. It was sickening. Yeah, it's gross. It's metallic and milky and all sorts of contrasting things that really shouldn't be anywhere near. I never try anything I send you. I was not here at the beginning, so I didn't know. Says sent to the past. You're here now, and that's all that matters. Which is more than that can be said for me, because I'm going, friends. I'm going to leave now. I must rest. I must rest and take it easy. Thank you very much, everybody, and thank you to the people who sent money. Dallas twice, Jordan Albro, and motherfucking Fragrance Time. Jordan Albro used his super chat for evil. He said, Roadster is shit. It's not true. It's just not the case. That's a case of people using their money for ill. Stop that. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you for keeping us company and liking the stream and commenting. And I will see you all again soon.